Here's an update on my truck. This axle was the one that had the wheels pop off, and when it drug on the ground, it tore up all this bearing surface. Basically, this whole rear end axle housing, whatever you want to call it, differential housing, it's toast. So the problem I was running into was finding a replacement for that. Looked around online, called a couple salvage yards, and they're all within the $3,000 to $4,000 range. And I mean, I bought this truck for like $4,000, so that didn't make sense. Another problem I was having was any other axles I could find are wouldn't fit, but this is a cabin chassis truck, so it's if y'all know about those, the frames are a little bit more narrow in order to fit those service bodies, or and it's got a 60-inch cab to axle measurement on this truck, so it's got a real long bed. I think it's like 9 foot. But anyway, so the mounting points for the leaf spring perch right there, those are more narrow than a regular axle. So I was able to find a axle off an 04 for $1,000. It's a 04 3500. I think it's an AAM or AMA 11 and a half or 11 and a quarter, something like that. But anyway, these are mounted a little bit too wide on this truck. Pulled measurements from all kinds of places. It's pretty much the same width. I might gain like half an inch or an inch, but on these I need to pull them in, and I need to pull them in 5 7/8 of an inch from this plate. So I've done this before, so I went ahead and put the death wheel on these, got this one off. I'll probably run a pass here to fill up what I dug out right there, and I always leave one on. That way I can set a 2-foot level on here, get this very level, and I have something to reference to whenever I'm setting this new one. And I'll put this one level based off of the one that's still existing, the factory one. So if you're gonna do something like this, though, I'd recommend not to cut both of them off, because you'll lose your pinion angle. But that's just what I got. This is where I'm at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this out, lay it out, get it level. just filling up what I went a little too deep with that death wheel, so I went ahead and put some passes right there, and you know, went ahead and grounded it flush. This is an old one. This is an old perch that I took off. I already got it cleaned up. Now I just need to mark where I need, which is 5 7/8 inches from the back of this face right here. Other side was a bit tougher to access, as you can tell, but it'll hold. So now that this side's set, I can use this side. Well, the jack stands ain't really gonna move, but you know, if they did move, since I set this side based off of that one, you can, or if you had to come back another day, you can set this next perch that you cut off level based off of this one. And so I'm going to cut that one off and weld it up. Got this side wrapped up, level set on there, so that way we don't lose track even though we're on jack stands. And I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting off the